Good afternoon, teacher Meter. I am Mr.Chanon Prasirtsuk from French major Mathayom 5/1B and I am number 3. Today I am going to present about race and ethnicity which come from the sociology topics. So please let me start my presentation. First of all, you have to know what race is. Basically, race is used to categorize people who share biological traits that a society thinks are important. First used to refer to speakers of a common language and then to denote national affiliations. And as I have just said, what a society thinks is important. Surely, skin color varies widely across regions of the world, but so does eyes color. And we don't consider people with blue eyes a different race than people with brown eyes. And while physical traits are often used to describe or identify a race, they are not always applied consistently. Now we have to know about the definition of ethnicity. Ethnicity is the fact or state of belonging to a social group that has a common national or cultural tradition. Essentially, an ethnic group is a group that has a shared cultural heritage, languages, traditions, religion. These are all types of culture that can determine your ethnic background. For example, two people of different race might share an ethnicity, and conversely, two people of the same race might be of totally different ethnicity. Such as Japanese and Vietnamese people are both considered Asian, but they come from different cultural background. In fact, a term that many people think refers to race, Hispanic actually refers to ethnicity. And how are they different from each other? Roughly, race is based on an observable physical traits but ethnicity aren't. And in fact, two people of the same ethnicity can be entirely different of races. But both race and ethnicity play a role in how people are perceived and therefore the opportunities that are available to them. Now we move to another topic, which is majority and minority. A majority-minority area or minority-majority area is a term used in the United States to refer to a jurisdiction in which one or more racial or ethnic minorities relative to a whole country's population make up a majority of the local population. The term is often used in voting rights law to designate voting districts which are outer under the Voting Rights Act to enable ethnic, or first used by the Supreme Court in 1977. The court had previously used the term in employment discrimination and labor relations cases. For example, right now non-Hispanic white are the majority group in the US in terms of sheer size, making up 61% of the US population, but they can rapidly change. Plus, we can say that non-Hispanic white Americans tend to have higher income, live in a better neighborhood, and are more likely to have prestigious jobs and better education than racial and ethnic minorities. So, as I have just mentioned earlier, I think you might wonder how race are defined in the US, because obviously USA contains variety of people from different nationality, different ethnicity, different race, different culture. So the US Census uses 6 different categories of race when collecting data about the demographics of the country. Let's start with the first one. First one is obviously white people. A person having origins in any of the original people of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. So Irish, German, Indian, Irish, German, Italian, Lebanese, Iranian, Moroccan, they are all ethnicity that go under the heading of white. Second one is black, or we can say African American. A person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. And the third one is American Indian or Alaskan Native. A person having origins in any of the North and the South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliations or community attachment. Fourth one is Asian people. A person having origins in any of the original people of the Far East, Southeast Asia, or the Indian subcontinent, including, for example, Cambodia, China, India, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, the Philippines, Ireland, Thailand, and Vietnam. Fifth one is native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, or other Pacific Islands. The last one is some other races. If a person lives in a country of origin doesn't fit one of the other categories, they get stuck in this group. So my presentation is over. Thank you for your attention.